Magnum Opus TV. Language learning reinvented. Subscribe and be updated.
It's story time, and today I will share to you a story about friendship. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. There was once a little prince who lived by himself on a small asteroid called B612. He believed that he should take care of his planet, so he always cleaned his three volcanoes and cut the baobab tree's roots that secretly grew underground and could split the planet into pieces. One day, a seed mysteriously blossomed and turned into a flower. "You're so beautiful," he said. "I'm going to water you and protect you with glass at night." The little prince decided to call her Rose. He loved her very much, and the rose loved her little prince too. They were together all the time, but because the rose was demanding for little prince's attention, he started to doubt about her feelings about him. The little prince decided it was time for him to make new friends. So he went on a trip around the universe, leaving the rose behind. On the first planet, the little prince found a king who lived on his own for many years. When he saw the prince, he happily said, "Good, I have someone to rule now." So the king started to order him around and called him his subject. But the little prince was not used to taking orders from anyone. Friends don't give commands anyway. So he decided to leave. The little prince continued his journey, and on the next planet, he found a man, a very well-dressed. The vain man said to the little prince, "Oh, now I have someone to admire me." The man dressed in all sorts of clothes and expected the little prince to always tell him how good he looked. But after some time, the little prince thought that friendship should not base only on compliments. So he left. The next planet was very strange. It was the smallest of all. There was just enough room for a strip lamp and a lamp lighter. When he arrived on the planet, he respectfully saluted the lamplighter and said, "Good morning. Why have you just put out your lamp?" "Those are the orders. Good morning," replied the lamplighter. "What orders?" asked the little prince. "The orders are that I put my lamp. Good evening." Then he lighted his lamp again. "But why have you just lighted it again?" "'Cause those are the orders," replied the lamplighter. "I do not understand." The little prince, "There is nothing to understand. Orders are orders." The little prince realized that he do not have room for this small planet, and friends do not give orders. So he left. On the next planet, The little prince found an old man with lots of books around him. "What are those books about?" the little prince asked. "I am a geographer," said the old man. "So I write about rivers, mountains, and deserts. Tell me about your planet so I can write about it." The little prince started talking about himself, the volcanoes, the baobab trees, and his rose. "How wonderful," said the geographer. "But I can only write about things that last forever, so I cannot write about your rose." The little prince had never thought that he and his rose was not eternal. He felt sad. The geographer had no interest in him, and friends do. So he left and traveled to a planet called Earth. On Earth, the little prince met a fox, and he asked her, "Can we be friends?" "Only if you tame me," the fox replied. The little prince was intrigued. "What does taming mean?" "It means to establish ties, to create bond," the fox said. "Otherwise, you're just a little boy to me, like thousands of other boys, and I have no need of you, and you too have no need of me for just any other facts." "I'm beginning to understand," said the little prince. "I have flower. I think he has tamed me. I miss her a lot." So the little prince realized that even though his flower was so proud and temperamental, she was unique. And a true friend, my rose, needs me. He also decided to go back to his volcanoes and his baobab trees. When the little prince saw her, he hugged with his beautiful rose and said, "I am responsible and I will never be with you forever." This story reminds us that it is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.